Hi there, my name is Malcolm and this is Millennial Meals. And on this episode, we're going to be making some fried chicken. Let's get cooking. So for equipment, you're going to want a deep fryer, a basket or a spoon, a knife, cutting boards, some bowls, a cake pan, tongs, and a fork to stir. For ingredients, you're going to want to have some chicken, flour, garlic, paprika, and onion powder, smoked salt, black pepper, milk, Frank's Red Hot sauce,
and some peanut oil,
and eggs. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my chicken and I'm going to put it inside this bowl because I want to wash it first. So, got my chicken right here. So when I wash it, I want to just make sure I get it thoroughly clean, kind of like when you wash your fruits and veggies. After that, I'm going to cut them into smaller pieces because right now, I don't think anyone really wants a fried chicken strip this big. So with that said, I'm going to start washing some of these big chicken breasts. So the next step here is we're gonna want to add some flour. I'm gonna put about, I'd say about a cup. Actually, let's say a cup and a half. Go. If I have a little extra, then I can always throw it inside a Ziploc bag and then basically freeze it for another, use or another fry off. So with that, I'm gonna throw some paprika, garlic, and onion powder in here. This one's just gonna be, I'm gonna be basically tailoring it as I cook. There's not really a set recipe, so I'm not gonna say like, hey, put like 20 tablespoons or teaspoons, because with this, it's kind of like how you like it. With me, I like a little bit of garlic and onion taste to my food. So I'll throw some garlic and onion. I'm gonna put a little more paprika because I like my stuff a little spicy, and then it's also gonna add a little bit of color to my fried chicken. Also, I got some smoked salt and some black pepper. So that's gonna also help a little bit with the texture and also with the flavor. Now, if you're curious on how to make your own smoked salt, there's gonna be a video in the description, and that will be how you make smoked salt. Also, it covers smoked cheese as well. So after you get all your seasoning inside your bowl, you wanna make sure it's pretty uniform. You don't want it all to look like the same. I guess you don't want like clumps. So after when you feel like you got it pretty nice and mixed, just put that to the side. Now the next step, the one that I like, is gonna be getting our eggs ready, or at least what I should say is like the little glue. It's basically what's gonna help the chicken stick to, well, our mix. So I'm gonna use about 3 eggs, and I'm gonna pour just a dab of milk, so not a whole bunch. All right, next I'm gonna add just a little bit of milk. Then I'm gonna add some hot sauce. Not a crazy amount, like I said before, nothing too crazy, but I wanna add a little something different to this batter. Once you have your mix, stir it up so it's a bit more even. Add more ingredients if needed. Once you have your mix, grab some chicken and throw it in your cake pan. Then throw it in your flour mix. Be sure to evenly coat your chicken pieces. I placed my chicken on a plate at first to maintain the moisture, then I transferred them to a cutting board. Well, I should say 2 cutting boards. If you run low on your flour mix, just add more ingredients as needed. This is also a good stage to experiment with some different mixtures. Once all of your chicken is coated, it's now time to fry. For my cook, I filled my deep fryer with peanut oil. You can use vegetable oil, but in my opinion, it really adds some nice flavor to your food if you use the peanut oil. I set my fryer to 350 degrees for this cook. Be sure to measure the temperature with a thermometer to ensure you have the correct temp. You'll want to cook until the chicken turns like a goldish brown or maybe like a darker brown and it starts to float to the top. It'll take around about 8 minutes, but if you want to be extra careful, grab a meat probe and see if the internal temperature is 165 degrees. And also check if there's any pink. If there's any pink, then it needs to be cooked a little bit more. For this meal, I decided to get some crinkle cut fries that were frozen, and I gotta say, they were really good when they were fried to complete this meal. But with that said, this is how you make fried chicken. Y'all stay safe and have a good one.